Hey everyone, and welcome to your next episode of Cooking with Nichole. Tonight we are going to make a shrimp salsa, or a ceviche, if you will. A ceviche is a cold dish, usually made with seafood, and it's bathed usually in a broth of lime juice, and it comes with some vegetables, typically onion and tomato. And so tonight we're going to use shrimp. And in my food processor, I already have the ceviche part chopped up and ready to go. So here's what you're going to need for your ingredients. I have a pound of shrimp already cooked and cut up and cubed up, and I just cooked this in a frying pan with some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder. Let it cool in the refrigerator and chopped it all up, because you want this to be cold, because that's what a ceviche is, or in other words, a salsa is. I have 3 avocados already kind of chopped up, and I'm going to show you what I mean by how to go about chopping up an avocado. So this will make 3 avocados, 1/4 of a cup of chopped up cilantro. You can leave the cilantro out if you're not a fan of cilantro. You could probably use some basil instead if you didn't really care for the cilantro part. Salt, pepper, and some cayenne. And then inside my food processor here, I have 1/4 of a cup of onion, 1/2 cup of tomato, a whole jalapeno pepper that's been chopped up, diced up, and take the ribbing and the seeds out of the jalapeno pepper. That is where the heat lives, is in the seeds. So if you're like, oh wow, that's gonna be super spicy, then make sure you do a really good job of cleaning out that pepper so those seeds aren't left behind. Along with the vegetables, I have 3 tablespoons of lime juice, 2 tablespoons of Frank's Red Hot sauce, and 3 tablespoons of cocktail sauce. I put it all together in here just so that you guys didn't save you a little time in your viewing pleasure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a rough chop, just a really rough chop. I'm not going to blend it down into a puree, because you want this to be the consistency of like a pico de gallo almost. And so we'll bring it back after this is done. All right, everyone, so we have the vegetables that have been mixed up real quick, like in the food processor, with the 1/2 cup of tomatoes, the jalapeno pepper, and the 1/4 of a cup of chopped onion. It smells really good. You can really pick up on the cocktail sauce that's in here, and it smells spicy. So if you're not a major fan of spice, a couple of ways to kind of cut back on the heat is maybe only use 1/2 of a jalapeno pepper, maybe omit the cayenne pepper towards the end of the recipe, or adding a little more of the avocado to make it more mild. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our mixture here to our pound of diced up, cut up shrimp, and then we are going to toss with that our 1/4 of a cup of cilantro and our avocado, and you're just going to give it a nice light toss. Once all of this is added in, you could certainly give it another little squirt of lime juice before you serve it, just to give it, that would be another way to augment that lime flavor in this shrimp salsa or ceviche. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already cut up avocado in your life, but just as a good idea of things, I wanted to leave one up before I cut it all up and put it in the bowl so you could see what it looked like. So what I did is I cut the avocado in half with a very sharp knife. Inside is the large seed. Basically, if you take your knife and kind of like slap the seed, twist it, it'll pop that seed out, and then you're just gonna make little cuts on the inside of the avocado. Makes it really easy then to scoop out of the shell, and it's already diced then, so it's kind of an all-in-one maneuver, if you will. If you leave the seed in the avocado, you will keep the avocado itself, the flesh of the itself, from becoming brown. And so that's a good way to store it in the refrigerator, is leave the seed in the avocado in a Ziploc bag, and it'll keep your avocado from becoming brown. Or you can always spritz it with some citrus juice like lemon or lime, and that too will help it from becoming brown. And so now I'm going to toss these 3 avocados all chunked up And it's a nice rough chunk. It doesn't have to be a smooth chunk by any means. If you like your salsa a little more texture, that's a nice way of doing so. And then, like I said, just a nice toss to combine everything together. You can serve this with a couple of different options. I have some Carb-olicious Melba toast, and I found these on Amazon. You can have 4 slices of this Melba toast for 1 gram of net carb. So this is a nice way to serve your shrimp salsa. Another way is from Joseph's. They're mini pita snacks. You can have 5 of these pitas for 8 grams of net carbs. So also not a really bad option when you're really watching your carbohydrate intake, but you're wondering what the heck to serve this. You can simply just eat this out of a lettuce leaf if you would like to as well, and really save yourself up on some carbohydrates. That is totally acceptable. Quite honestly, I made this at the 4th of July when I had my neighbor over for supper, and we just ate it right out of a little ramekin, just like this, as a side dish option, and it was delicious. This is your meal for tonight. The nutrition facts information on this ceviche or shrimp salsa is it's a 3-ounce serving, and this recipe makes 5 3-ounce servings for 238 calories, 6 grams of net carb, 21 grams of protein, and has roughly 13 grams of fat because of the avocado that is in it. You can sprinkle it with some salt and pepper and add some cayenne as an option as you like if you really want to make it nice and hot and spicy. But you can leave all of that out as well depending on how you like your food seasoned. This is your sweet meal deal tonight. I hope you enjoy this. I have a YouTube channel, so if you're looking for some more recipes such as this, please look for me on Everyday Low Carb and Keto Cooking with Nichole. And please subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. I make no money off of these videos. This is simply information for you who are trying to improve their low carb lifestyle. I hope you all have a great evening.